This is who you are.
Time and time again, every goofy director and studio have tried their best making the cringiest and weirdest anime adaptations of all time, and have failed every damn time. Something that should be so simple if certain idiots just try their best to follow the proper story of the anime and make sure their actors were somewhat similar to, you know, the people they're goddamn playing in the live action. But for some reason, everyone wants to be different and unique, and end up creating the biggest pile of jizz that can be smelt as soon as you see how the characters look. I mean, you got Light Yagami, who for some reason looks like a guy you probably don't want to bully because he might just shoot up the school. And what the hell is that? This man is supposed to be Piccolo? He looks like he tickles people's booties in the alleyways or something. The Dragon Ball Evolution scriptwriter himself came out and apologized to everyone over how garbage it was, and says that he just wanted some quick money. He claimed that there was no passion put into it, and my friend has some words to say about that.
There is no passion, there is no vision, there is no aggression, there is no...
Thank you, my dear friend, for those wise words. So after seeing all the previous live actions, it makes sense why people's nipples were tingling when they heard another one was going to be made, operated by the scary demons known as Netflix. Many people were scared and many were horny. And well, after its release, many agreed that the curse has finally been broken. And it was by none other than a stretchy guy with a wiener that can extend up to 100 inches. Monkey D. Luffy, the man who embodies freedom, has finally freed us from horrible live action experiences. So how did One Piece accomplish this great feat? Well, they actually had a studio that cared for the anime, an amazing cast of actors who really wanted to make sure they did the characters and story justice, and last but not least, they had Big Daddy Oda guiding them along the way because he knows the catastrophes that have happened in the past, and he was not gonna allow that happen with his baby. Okay, let's talk about the show now. So as a person who's seen the starting arcs more than once, it was super nostalgic witnessing the beautiful beginnings of Luffy's journey at sea and the assembly of his starter crew. Also just getting to experience the crazy fun adventures they go on and the OG villains they face in the live action, such as Buggy, Kuro, and Arlong, because those boys have a special place in my wiener. Seeing all of these moments come to life was pretty damn awesome. The show even made me giggle and jiggle multiple times for real. Almost everything was done right in the sense of how everyone was introduced and their story arcs. I mean, Zoro's introduction scene is literally him killing a black dude. They really nailed his character. The one thing that most people were worried about when it comes to any anime adaptation is the fighting scenes, because it's really hard to compete with drawings when you use real life people, you know? But honestly, it wasn't too bad, because most of the fighting, especially in the starting of One Piece, is close combat, so you get some nice choreography, especially when it comes to Zoro and Sanji having their meat right up in your face. And Luffy using his stretchy body didn't look as bad as many people thought it would. The effects for his rubber body were nice and smooth, and we even get our first look at his Gatling gun move against Arlong, and it did not disappoint. The only disappointing fight from the whole show was probably the Mihawk and Zoro fight for real. No offense, but it just didn't look that good compared to the rest, and some moments looked a little awkward. With a fight so big to Zoro's character and against a man who sits at the pinnacle of his dream, it could have been done better. But enough of the fighting, let's talk about Buggy the Clown. This man put on a grand performance for everyone. His acting was magnificent and truly shows us how scary a future Yonko can be. In the anime, he's basically seen as a joke character right from the start, but in the show, this guy was a straight menace all of episode 2.
But why? He's having such a great time. Aren't you, Junior? Yes! The best, Buggy!
He really struck fear into the viewers and the crowd of people he has chained up in his circus, where he forces everyone to laugh at his lame jokes. But yeah, big respect to Jeff Ward, the actor of Buggy, giving us an excited boner. While the show does follow most of the source material, there were a decent amount of changes and just content cut out in general, such as making sure Usopp doesn't have a big, long, crusty, dusty nose get in the way of him kissing his girl. I mean, it makes sense because it would take way too long and lots of more money if they wanted to fully go in depth with how the anime and manga does it. Like, where were these two OGs? They were the GOATs for real. Also, they literally just skip everything Don Krieg related and instead have him killed off by Mihawk in about a 5-second battle. Honestly, real question though, why is the world's strongest swordsman who can rival admirals and yonkos just chilling in East Blue hunting 15 million berry bounties? That's actually crazy if you really think about it. The scene was juicy though, because we see Mihawk cutting a damn ship in half while talking to Garp with some Bluetooth earbuds. And while I did say that almost everyone had their nice character arc, the show did rush through Sanji's full story pretty fast. I mean, it was bound to happen when they removed Don Krieg and his whole crew from the storyline, but at least they still had the yoga instructor show up begging for food. One of the main changes, I guess you could call it, is that the show added a lot more depth to Garp and Kobe's storyline with a bunch of more new scenes, and had them as a nice side story where they basically be hunting down Luffy throughout all of season 1. We even get a nice little fight between Garp and Luffy at the end, because Garp wants to test out how strong he truly is and if he's ready for the crazy journey that lies ahead. Some people had conflicting views on this side story, but honestly I didn't mind it because I love Garp in the anime. Obviously he's not as fun to watch in the live action, but at least we get extra content while also seeing that Beta Cuck Kobe slowly turn into a brave warrior. Speaking of how Garp wasn't as fun to watch, one of my only concerns for this live action was that most of the characters didn't really live up to their anime versions, and some were pretty lame to witness on the big screen, I won't lie. Now I know some weirdo meat riders are gonna jump me for saying this, but Zoro was pretty boring. I understand that he's a good looking man and somewhat of a serious person, but the fact that literally every line this guy says is in the exact same monotone, boring voice. He also speaks so quietly every damn time.
I've been following your career since I was a child, which is why it pains me to inform you that tomorrow you're going to die.
The man was practically a robot, like they could have added some personality to him like they did in the anime. But at the end of the day, most of the characters not living up to their hype doesn't mean they were bad at acting or anything. It's just the fact that it's literally impossible for a human being to ever act like an anime character. And trust me, I've seen enough My Hero fans doing their weird videos on TikTok to know how cringe it is. So that's why I don't want to complain too much about it, but it's still annoying not to witness the pure juiciness and charm each character truly has that you get to experience in the anime. But if you're someone who doesn't really watch anime or One Piece at all, then this live action would be a lot more enjoyable because you wouldn't have way higher expectations, you know? But it doesn't matter because for a live action, this One Piece show was pretty damn good either way. Alright guys, that's enough from the great Karimbo about the One Piece live action, and I hope you really enjoyed the video because I lost a lot of liquid making this. So please like and subscribe. I'm out.